Alright, what's up everyone? Uh as you can tell from the title, this is just gonna be a little chat. Um wanna put some music on. It's not really anything specific, it's just whatever. I guess you could say kinda shooting the shit. Why not, right? So for those of you who don't know, this is not my video. This is a video from Lo-Fi Geek. So go to his YouTube and give him a like, follow him. He makes good music. I've heard some of his other stuff and it's pretty good. And as you can see, the visuals are beautiful. It's just amazing. Man, it's really nice. Makes you just want to go to get a late night coffee, right? Oh, if the music's a little too loud, I'll just lower it on my. Hopefully, there you all can still hear it. Um, So, anyways, nothing really specific to talk about. So just, I guess, talk about whatever, right? It's the whole point of all this. Um, it's, I guess I just want to talk about this background. First of all, it's like I said, beautiful. It looks simple. Especially the place. I would love to visit a place like this one day. Just seeing it's like a coffee shop, but I see there's other drinks there, so that's pretty cool. I love coffee shops. I do. There's nothing like just going to a coffee shop, hanging out, just enjoying yourself, right? Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I think I didn't edit this correct. Oops. I put Resident Evil 5. I meant to put just chatting. Because I play games on here, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be people like, what? This is Resident Evil 5? How dare he? Oops. Well, we all make mistakes. It's no big deal, you know? Yeah, so right now, I'm just here chilling and everything. Just enjoying my night, Again, I have nothing specific to talk about. Just whatever, Talk about almost anything, can make a conversation with anyone. Just here to enjoy myself, just to hang out, have fun. I listen to good music. Um, it's funny. Well, sorry. So again, this is a YouTube video. I apologize. Let me just put that as intermission so y'all don't have to hear that. Hopefully not. Apologize for that. I'm using YouTube, so yeah. So I'll just try to do like intermissions when ads show up. Yeah, sorry about that. Just like having good music, man. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I guess the first band I listened to long time ago, I would say the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I feel that is my first band that I heard. Great band. If you ever don't know who they are, let's just take a listen. Any song, just go here to YouTube and just type in Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's a bunch of videos and songs from them. Just take your pick. Start with something. That's all you can do. Also, just enjoy the music, man. That's something I need to learn how to do. Just enjoy the moment. You know what I mean? A lot of times I try to just hurry things up. I don't really take the time to slow down and appreciate what I do sometimes, or maybe a lot of times, who knows. But maybe I should be doing that more often, just enjoy yourself. No, don't have to go all crazy. You don't have to, hurry things up, because when you hurry it up, at the end of all of it, you try to look back and you realize, man, I should have enjoyed that time. And now you can't get it back. What do you do, right? So I think the best thing to do would be just enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy whatever you're doing. If you're working at a job, you may think, man, I hate this job. And I'm not gonna lie, there has been jobs I had and I hate. I hate. I'm not gonna lie, I hate. But then I kind of look back on some of them and I'm like, man, maybe I should have stuck around a little longer. You end up missing it and all that. You end up missing a lot of things. You don't realize what you have until it's gone or whatever, But, I guess it's a bittersweet. You moved on, you found something better, and sometimes you wish you can go back, but you can't. And, I've worked with a lot of people that tell me, oh, I used to work at this company and I was a manager, or I was a supervisor, I was general manager or assistant manager, whatever the case is. And it's like, well, why'd you leave? And everyone has their reasons, right? If you're not happy, I just wish it wasn't so dependent on money. I mean, that's why we stay at a lot of jobs or do a lot of things we don't like because of money. It sucks, but at the same time, that's life, Can't really do anything else about it. So I think it's just best to enjoy whatever you have. Not get caught up in I want to hurry this up, get it done. Because I've done that so many times and I get things done and I look back and I'm like, man, maybe I should have gone a little slower. Maybe I should have enjoyed it more. You're going to have your good days, you're going to have your bad days, you're going to have your slow days, you're going to have your fast days. And I can remember more of the slow days and then the fast days, obviously. And looking back on the slow days, those were some of the best days of my life. Just because I was trying to hurry things up. But then you realize, man, I still got hours before I go home. Why am I rushing? It's crazy, right? When the day goes by fast, you do more, you keep busy, and the day goes by fast. But it has happened to me where I'm busy, keeping busy, and the day goes by super slow. Why? I don't know. It's weird. But it's pretty cool at the same time. I guess it's all about perspective. Man, I tell you, this background, I'm sorry, I'm keep going back to the background. It's just amazing, man. Whoever made this, you're awesome. I feel a lot of us have certain talents and gifts and whatever. I feel, we should, give that more exposure, as in just letting people see it. And who cares if someone doesn't like it? Because I can tell you one thing, I love this background. I do. It's beautiful. The music goes with it very well. But I'm pretty sure I know people who would not like this background. They would nitpick or something. I don't even know what to nitpick. I like all of it. I wouldn't know where to even start because I personally don't see nothing wrong. But I know people that will fight tooth and nail to find out what is wrong with this. Why? Why can't we just enjoy it? No need to point out flaws? Why not point out what's good about it? You know, let's be a little more realistic and a little more optimistic. You know? I mean, yeah, everything has flaws. Nobody's perfect. Nothing is perfect. Perfect is in the eye of the beholder. So to me, this looks perfect. I see nothing wrong with it. Sorry about that.
Viasat is erasing that line, bringing you satellite internet to the things that matter.
I apologize again for the ads. I just want something in the background while I talk, so it doesn't seem so boring. You know. But like I was saying, you know, why nitpick things? For what? What are you getting out of it? You know? Like, who cares? Just enjoy it. I know people that would nitpick this background because they feel the need to. For what? I'll never understand it. You know, like, there's what's it called? There's a coffee shop that I go to. I've been going there for years. And it has gone through a dramatic change. Don't get me wrong, the coffee's still amazing. I've gone there for years and I've never had a bad coffee. I haven't. I'm not going to speak for everyone else. I'm speaking for myself. I've never had a bad coffee. Always had a good time every time I went. I love it there. But the aesthetics of it has changed so much. And I don't know why. I get it. Times change. Things change. But sometimes there's nothing wrong with leaving things the way they are. You know? Sometimes it's best to leave it like that. Let me give you an example. Who remembers, like, let me see, McDonald's, right? You see McDonald's now, you already know what you're thinking about. But look at McDonald's back from the 80s. It looked pretty cool, you know? Not gonna lie, if McDonald's looks like that now, I'd probably go eat there more often. Not saying I don't like McDonald's, but hey, got a viewer. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just talking random bullshit, so, you know, just grab a snack or refreshment and just enjoy the random conversation. You know, nothing specific or anything, just hanging out, testing out, because I do want to do a podcast, so I'm still testing the waters on that. That's all I'm doing. But other than that, like I was talking about, yeah, McDonald's, man. I think there's some things that should just be left as the way they are, right? The mall. Y'all remember when the mall was like the place to be? Like, you just want to go hang with your friends at the mall. You know? Hell, a lot of movies back then, that's what a lot of it was based off, hanging out at the mall. Right? What do teenagers do? Hang at the mall. Young adults or people in college, let's go hang at the mall. Man, back then, the mall was the place to be, because it just looked so vibrant, full of life, full of, man, like, this is cool food, fun, games, clothes, snacks, everything. You know, now you go to a mall, it's all just bland. You know, I mean, at least when I go to the mall, I don't go by choice. I personally it's been years since I have willingly, out of my own free will, that I've gone to the mall. For real. I have not gone to the mall in years out of my own free will. And the times I do go, the only thing I probably look at is maybe shoes. That's it. Sorry. That's all I've looked at. I see Spencer's there and whatever, but it's all the same stuff. Nothing's really changed in that category. I like some of the stuff in Spencer's. It's cool. But none of it really catches my attention. You know? I guess the word I'm looking for is nostalgic, right? I mean, that's been a big, common, powerful word for the past couple of years, right? So, I think that's why. You know, when I see something colorful and vibrant, it takes me back to my childhood. I grew up in the 90s. Okay? So in the 90s, a lot of color was around. Especially in TV shows. You know, cartoons. Cartoons were like, that was the golden age. It's the 90s for television. You know, at that time, there was so much leniency. I mean, remember Ren and Stimpy? I used to watch that show like crazy. But they got away with so much stuff. You know? And it was awesome. It was just awesome. I loved it. I loved every single minute of it. Wouldn't change it for the world. And not just that. I mean, it was that. It was shows like Doug and Rugrats. Apologize again for that. Again, sorry for the ads. I have no control over that. Anyways, but yeah, like, it's crazy because TV shows at the time were so bright and colorful and wacky and crazy. You know, Disney had a pretty good lineup of cartoons, and it wasn't just cartoons, it was also like Power Rangers. Remember that shit? Power Rangers was awesome. And it goes back to color. You know, there was different colored Rangers. There was red, blue, black, yellow, pink, and later on green, white, gold, silver, titanium, crimson, and, you know, just all colors of the rainbow, man. It was awesome. It was really cool. I remember I used to watch Power Rangers religiously. Just as soon as I got home from school, you know, my mom was like, you could watch TV, but you need to be doing your homework. So I would bust out my homework and just like do a few, you know, problems or whatever. And as soon as the commercial will come on, try to just do as many as I can. When I was like, 5 or 6. I think when I would come home, I used to watch Fox a lot. Fox Kids. I think that was the name of the channel. And yeah, I remember like the Power Rangers were on. I think there was another show. Like, I think it was Eek the Cat. Mostly I just remember watching Power Rangers on that show. And then when I got a little bit older, it started adding more stuff. There was Beetleborgs, which is, I think it's also another creation of Saban. Man, it was just insane. It was really good. Beetleborgs. That was some next level shit right there. You know? And it was crazy because it was just 3 kids. They found a house, an old house, and it had your classic horror movies. tropes. You know, it had the Mummy, it had Dracula, it had Frankenstein, and it had a phantom, I think, and that's what gave them their powers, which was really cool. Then there was another Beetleborg, and then they made like a season 2, and then it ended, which kind of sucked because I thought I was gonna just keep going. And then there was another show. I don't remember if it was from Saban, I think it is, but it was called Mystic Knights of Tyrannog or something, and it was pretty trippy. You know, just think of a lower budget of Lord of the Rings, but with more powers, I guess. And they had like mystic armor, which was pretty fucking cool. I will admit that it was pretty fucking cool. But you know, it was a great time to be alive and be a child in the 90s, because there was all these toys coming out. Again, back in the 90s, there was so much leniency in terms of toys. Do you remember Transformers? I think that was in the 80s, but in the 90s, that shit blew up, man. That shit was fucking crazy. Transformers, man, I remember, like, I think I was in first grade, I think. If you had a Transformers, like, you were king of the fucking school that day. Like, I swear you were king of the fucking school that day. Like, you bust out a Transformers, motherfucker, you are in charge today. Fuck what the teacher says, fuck what the principals say, you're in charge. Because you got a motherfucking Transformers. Even people who didn't understand Transformers knew, damn, that's a cool looking fucking toy. You're the baddest motherfucker there if you had a Transformers. Because that shit was next. That was ahead of its time, if you ask me. That was like, if you would have brought out Transformers, like probably in, like, if they'd never been seen before, probably in the 2000s, it probably would have been just as well received as it would when it first premiered. You know, I swear Transformers was way ahead of its time. In the 90s. Not just that, you know, hell, you were the cool kid if you freaking brought lunch. Like, if you had like a snack pack, yeah, just like Billy Madison. If you had a snack pack, man, everyone wanted to be your friend because, hey, can you bring me one the next day? And of course, you're kids. You don't know any better, right? You just want friends, right? That's all you want. But yeah, man, snack packs, candy, chips. You know, hell, if your mom made you an extra sandwich, you can just give that out, and people would like you. You know, it's good times. Simpler, a lot simpler times. That's what I go back to. Nostalgia. I see some of the stuff that I used to like in the 90s as a kid, because now I'm an adult and I have access to adult money. It's not satisfying. I remember being a kid, you know, saying like, oh, I'm gonna be eating at McDonald's. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so I remember just thinking, man, I'm gonna be eating, because there was a McDonald's near my school, and I remember just thinking, man, I'm gonna be eating McDonald's all the time. And then at one point I did, and it just was like, man, what was I thinking as a child? Because you don't know. You just hear people talk about it, and you think, oh, it's so cool. I mean, yeah, I had McDonald's when I was small, but it wasn't like an all the time thing. It was like here, like maybe once a month, twice if I was lucky. But other than that, I mean, didn't really have McDonald's too much. And not just that, like I remember at one point, because there was a movie theater also not too far from my school. Small little movie theater, like only one movie plays. for like I think 2 or 3 weeks, and then they switch out to another movie. Um, Fun fact: that's where I actually saw the movie The Lion King. Was in a small little local theater. I was a child. It was my birthday. My mom took me. That was the first movie I saw. Was Lion King. And I remember still to this day, I am traumatized by Mufasa's death. That shit stuck with me, man. So, yeah. But yeah, other than that, it was just good times. But I remember telling myself when I was a kid, man, when I grow up, I'm gonna be living at the movies. Because I just wanted to be there at the movies. And at one point in my life, I was going to the movies every weekend. Every weekend I go to the movies. I get bored of that too. It's so crazy when you're a child, you think, it's gonna be great once I grow up, because you see adults doing all this stuff, and I think that's the problem we still have to this day, because we see adults doing stuff like we see, as a kid, we see them, right? We see, they're paying for their food, they're going to the movies whenever they want, they can drive a car. They can go here. They can buy candy all day long. And who's going to tell them anything? They're adults, right? Then you become an adult. And you try to do those things you remember as a kid. And then you realize it's not as fun. And we are like that right now. And I can give you an example. If you go on any social media and you see people with a lot that they show they have a lot of money, property, cars, parties. I mean, it may look like a dream come true, but is it? Or are they just putting that for clout? See, we don't know. We don't know because we don't know them unless you know the person. But even then, we're just seeing a picture, a 10 to 60-second long video. I mean, there's 24 hours in a day? I don't know the math behind minutes or seconds, but we're barely getting a glimpse. When they take a picture, it's just for that second. We don't know what happened before or after the picture. And I think that type of thing has always stuck with us, because I used to think that too. I used to think, I see people with money, I see people with vehicles having fun all the time, and I thought that's what I wanted. But as I got older, I started realizing, man, that's not what I want at all. I don't want that. First of all, I'm not built to be partying 24/7. Go put that out there right now. I am not built to party. I'm not. And as I got older, I realized that's not really my scene to be partying. Nothing wrong with it. If you like to party, go ahead and do you, right? It's all you. If that's your lifestyle, hey, more power to you. No disrespect at all. But for me, my lifestyle, no thank you. I appreciate it, but no thank you. I'm more of a laid back kind of guy, doing what I'm doing right now and just chilling at home. I like going to the groceries. Call me lame, I don't care. It's what I like to do. And I think we need to start normalizing what you like to do, instead of doing what other people like to do. So if you like staying home and reading books, go ahead. You like staying home and watching Netflix, go ahead. Hey, you actually like going out and partying. I would say go ahead, but we are going through a pandemic right now, and I don't want to give any ill information. And I want everyone to be safe and responsible, obviously, not get sick. But, Moral of the story is, don't base what you like or what your life is because of what you see on social media. Because it has happened many times where people are exposed, and that's not what they really do. I think we need to normalize what, again, you like to do versus what anyone else likes to do. Don't feel ashamed. No, as long as you're not hurting anyone or causing anyone any discomfort or nothing. Another ad. Okay. That's the way I see it. I think if you, and this means for anybody, obviously, right? I feel we should not judge one another for like your hobbies or whatever. I mean, again, your hobbies are your hobbies, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't let, if someone even says something bad about your hobby, cut them off. You don't need that kind of negativity. And that's facts. I see so many people that are good at certain things and they don't want to do it because, oh, I might get judged. So fucking what? I mean, honestly, I like doing this, streaming, podcasting, or attempting to podcast. Playing video games, that's my thing. I like doing that. You know, makes me happy. It's about being yourself. Not the person you see on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok. No. Nothing wrong with appreciating them and liking their stuff. But you don't have to be them. You're you. Do your own thing. Be unique. Or don't. You know, that's the beauty. You can be whatever you want. No one can. The only one holding you back is yourself. Everyone likes to blame someone else. Like, oh, it's because of my significant other, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my aunt, my uncle, my grandma, my grandpa, my job, my boss, my coworkers, my teacher, my school, whatever. Find out what you really like and start working towards it. And before you know it, you will be doing what you like. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not saying do a complete 180 like, oh, like you want to stream video games? I mean, yeah, go for it. Do it. If it's something you like, do it. What I'm doing now, I've been wanting to do for the past year or so. I just never did it because I came up with so many excuses saying like, oh, I'm gonna get made fun of. Here's the thing, I get made fun of regardless. People are gonna say mean things to me. Well, people say mean things to me regardless. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. So don't worry about it. Just do it. Start working on it. You know, start planning it out. Start visualizing yourself doing it. Because if you don't take that first step, you're just going to be in the same place. And it's all about progress. The more you progress, even if it's just a little bit, even if they're baby steps, it doesn't matter. You got to crawl. Just keep progressing and you will get there. But it's hard work. You know, you put in the work and you will get there. I promise you. If you would have told me this time last year, if you would have told me, hey, you're gonna be streaming and all that, I would have said, bullshit, you're lying to me. Would have never spoken to you again. So, I mean, things can change. Might take some time. Hell, it might happen overnight. Who knows? It's random. It's life. Nobody knows for sure. Might have an idea, but no one knows 100% for sure. And that's what I am hearing, man. You know, it goes back to, as a child, you see adults do adult things and you want to do that because it looks like, oh, they have more freedom. Especially if you have parents that tell you, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do this and do that. I got told a lot of times in my life not to do this, not to do that. No, you can't do that. No, because you don't know how. I got sick and tired of it. I said, fuck it. I may not know how. Even what I'm doing right now, I don't know what I'm doing 100%. I really don't. But I'm going to continue fucking doing it. Because that's what I like. So if you can take anything away from this, just know that, hey, it's all worth it. You just got to start somewhere. You know, just start. There's so many resources. There's Google, there's YouTube, there's Instagram. There's people on TikTok even that will give you some pointers on what you want to do. You want to be a gardener, learn how to grow plants? I'm pretty sure there's YouTube videos out there. You want to start video editing? Pretty sure there's something on Google that can help you out. And so on and so forth. It's not an easy thing. When you really want something, you gotta work hard at it. I mean, even if you don't know what you're doing, as long as you're moving forward with it, is better than staying still. Just take it from me. I have not moved because of fear. I was scared. I was scared of people just judging me, but they already do, and they still do. I've been told, if you don't want no one to judge you, just don't do anything. But here's the kicker. They're going to judge you for not doing anything. So if you're going to get judged, you might as well do something you love.
There's a line in America dividing those with home internet and those without. Via satellite.
Okay. I promise you, I am not paid by any of this advertisement you see. This isn't my video or anything. Again, go check out Lo-Fi Geek. Subscribe to him. And he's not paying me to say any of this stuff about him. I just found a really cool background with great music, so that way y'all can have something to look at and listen to also besides my voice. So yeah. I guess that's gonna be it for now. Again, this is more of a test, just to see how I can set things up and go from there. But I do appreciate anyone who listens. Thank you for listening. I do appreciate it. And maybe next time I'll actually have an actual topic to talk about. So thank you for being here. And I'll see you all next time, okay? Have a good night.